जगमोहन सिंह भट्टी एडवोकेट यूट्यूब चैनल अज तुहाडे नाल गल करन लगा। 4 दिन पहलों एक स्टेटमेंट आई सी अमित शाह जी की, जाने अनजाने या किवें ते किस हिसाब नाल उन्होंने दे दी है। इस दी विचार गोष्ठी का विषय अज उन्होंने की कहा, यूनिवर्सिटीज़ दे विच आइडियालोजिकल तकरार नहीं होना चाहिए, नो कन्फ्लिक्ट इन आइडियालोजी। यूनिवर्सिटी वांगू विचरे और ये किहो जिहा प्रचलन सेंट्रल यूनिवर्सिटियां इत्थे चल रहा या दूजियां यूनिवर्सिटियां चल रहा। प्रोफैसर भाटिया साहब नाल ने, उन्हां नाल करदे हां गल, विचारां दी पाने आ खुली सांझ। गुड आफ्टरनून सर।
Good afternoon, sir. Well, friends, today once again I am with you on the request of Bhatti Sahab, and being a teacher of more than half a century, I have been closely watching, observing, and my personal experience about various universities, colleges, and other educational institutions in our country. And sometimes I feel deeply pained when I see the falling standard of higher education in our country, in particular of our universities. When India got independent, there were hardly 10 to 15 universities, and all very well-known universities such as Allahabad University, Banaras Hindu University, Calcutta University, Bombay University, Delhi University, and even Punjab University. And by the year 2000, we had around 400 universities because of the increase in population and the demand of education in our country. But after 2000, there was a sudden surge of universities in our country, be it central universities or state-run universities or private universities or deemed universities. But there is a simple law of economics that when the quantity increases, the quality goes down. To my mind, the basic reason for the downfall of our universities is due to its vice chancellors, because a university is what its VC wants it to be. But I've seen that almost in every university, the vice chancellors are political appointees. They are not appointed on the basis of any merit, on the basis of any intellect, on the basis of any intelligence, on the basis of any academic experience, but simply on political, on extraneous considerations. Consequently, there is a big dent in the standard and quality of education. The Vice Chancellor leads a king-size life. He thinks that he is a new Maharaja of the university. A university can be run as a personal fiefdom, but it cannot be run as a conspiracy. Vice Chancellors, they don't bother about the quality and standard of education. They are not worried about the future and career of the students. And as a teacher, I strongly feel that a university never sleeps. A vice chancellor should be seen more in library, in sports grounds, in canteen, in mess, having interaction with the students. But the present day vice chancellors, they live in their own ivory towers. And even the teachers, they are busy in building their little empires and fighting their little class wars. And consequently, the students are disgusted and disillusioned, and they don't know what to do after getting a university degree. The Vice Chancellor, being the academic and administrative head of the university, has a great responsibility. And even the apex body, University Grants Commission, has not been able to control the mushroom growth of the universities which have been established in the most improvident and unplanned fashion. And I'm sorry to say that the UGC has failed to become or having even a contraceptive device to control the birth of new universities. The vice chancellors, they don't bother about anything. They are concerned with their own vested interests. I know that lately a retired Lieutenant General was appointed as a Vice Chancellor in a University of Haryana, and his only qualification was that he was a schoolmate of the State Chief Minister. And after having spent 4 years in one university, He wanted another extension, but he was not given extension. And since he belonged to Karnal, he was appointed for another 3 years as Vice Chancellor of Kurukshetra University. And during his 7 years of tenure, he did nothing for the welfare of the university. And this is the scenario with almost all the state-run universities. Central universities may be a little better because there is less of political interference, but as far as the state-run universities are concerned, they have become totally political grounds, and the vice chancellors have nothing else to do but to promote the political ideology of the government which is in power. Now this is a very sorry state of affair. Rather, it is a shoddy state of affair. And I personally feel that despite the straits to which our vice chancellors have been reduced, and despite the concept of participatory democracy, the importance of this coveted office still remains, and hence the importance of the right choice of an upright person. But the question is where to find out the upright person. Now that's a $1 billion question. There is no dearth of talented people, but since they don't belong to a particular political party or they don't stoop to such a low level, so that is why they remain in the background, and all kinds of stooges come forward and occupy this coveted office. Now the situation is very grim, the situation is dismal, rather it is appalling, because a university grows through the hospitality of new ideas and the interaction among the academic community, and even the young academics, they don't come forward to give any suggestion regarding the current social issues which we are facing in our country. It is their duty to tell our political leaders that how they should be guided to run this great country. So, my dear friends, I do hope that our vice chancellors and our teachers will realize their duty and responsibility, not only towards students, but also towards society at large, because the society expects the teachers to do something for the welfare of this country, because the effect of a teacher is till eternity. I am reminded that Dr. Abdul Kalam in his autobiography wrote that whatever he became, it was all due to his teachers. But where are those teachers? They have gone into oblivion. And the present day teachers, they are just producing gullible graduates. They are not producing thinkers. So we must ignite the minds of our students. And one should always remember the famous poem of Rabindranath Tagore, where the mind is without fear and where the heads are held high. Thank you very much, friends. Wish you all the best.
One thing,
Yes, sir.
UGC has recently entered into MOU with the foreign universities of more than 64 universities. What do you indicate?
Well, you see, instead of having MOU with foreign universities, we should lay more stress on improving the standard and quality of our own universities also. Because when foreign universities come, they are totally business oriented. They will make the education more commercialized, because they are not fools. They come and they see that India is a big market and India is a big hub for education, and that is why they come as private players and play their dirty game. And to my mind, it is all sham, it is all gimmick, and they are trying to hoodwink the government.
Is it grim, horrible, or sorrow state of affair of universities?
It is all the three, and it is shocking also.
One thing, the teachers are enjoying almost better financial facilities in the universities, and universities are proving to be a white elephant. That is, Punjab University Chandigarh is having about more than 800 crores budget in a year and producing nothing. It is dirt and dust there. and no maintenance. What do you say about this?
Well, as far as the teachers are concerned, they work only when they are appointed on contractual basis or when they are appointed on temporary or ad hoc basis. Once a teacher becomes a permanent teacher, he thinks that he has nothing at stake and he becomes totally different and indifferent. He doesn't bother about the students and he never tries to update his knowledge also.
Meaning thereby gone are the days when teachers used to be teacher.
Yeah, of course. The present day teachers are no longer teachers. To my mind, they are cheaters. And that is why they are indulging into private tuitions and private coaching centers also.
Malpractices are highly prevalent amongst the universities.
The
What?
fault lies with the teachers and the people who are running and controlling the universities. Otherwise, no student would like to indulge in unfair practices if the university takes stringent measures to control all these things.
The quality which the teachers are adjudged from the universities or their educational career or anything else, they do not wish to work for their children at large, and they are producing such children, copy online, cut paste, edit, and that's all.
Yeah, you see, for the assessment of a teacher, the best assessment can be done only by the teacher himself or by the student community and not by the peers or the vice chancellors or the bureaucrats.
I have seen that after retirement, the teachers are continuing as a principal or a director or anything else on the higher posts of the private universities. Is it detrimental to the interest of India?
100%, because they wish to die in harness and they simply want to enjoy superannuated retirement benefits.
One thing I would like to invite your kind intention on the point that such teachers, they do not feel fed up and they are continuing to yield financial gains. What do you say about this?
Well, the best way to check the malpractices in our higher education is to have contractual teachers, and it is being done in the foreign countries. If they deliver the goods, they get extension for another 3 years. And if they don't deliver the goods and their work and conduct is not up to the mark, then let there be a golden handshake and they should be kicked off.
One thing, PhD is a degree which is very valuable and it is earned. And now it is, it is not earned, it is produced, it is a saleable commodity and anything else. What do you say
Well, a
about
degree of PhD doesn't make a good teacher. You see, I personally feel as a teacher that a good teacher can never be a good researcher and a good researcher can never be a good teacher. So the degree of PhD is irrelevant.
Few days back, there was a news by the Bar Council of India that about 20 lakh advocates are practicing in India, and out of those, 12 lakhs are fake degree holders. What do you say about
Well,
this?
same can be said about the teaching profession also. And to my mind, wrong people are working at the right places. Not the right people at the right places, but wrong people at the right places. Teachers, nowadays, they are teachers by default. They are teachers by accident, and they are not teachers by choice.
Thank you, sir, for giving
Welcome.
me your big hand
Welcome,
for
sir.
the welfare of the
Welcome.
country. And if our education ministry can think over it, it is definitely a valuable attempt of us.
Well,
and
it is a solemn duty to look into the matter honestly and seriously.
ਮੇਰੀ ਇਸ ਵੀਡੀਓ ਨੂੰ ਵੱਧ ਤੋਂ ਵੱਧ ਸ਼ੇਅਰ ਕਰ ਦੇਣਾ, ਐਜੂਕੇਸ਼ਨਲ ਸਰਕਲਸ ਵਿੱਚ ਪਹੁੰਚਾ ਦੇਣਾ, ਔਰ ਇਹ ਵੀ ਇੱਕ ਬੇਨਤੀ ਹੈ ਮੇਰੇ ਇਸ ਚੈਨਲ YouTube ਚੈਨਲ ਐਡਵੋਕੇਟ ਜਗਮੋਹਨ ਸਿੰਘ ਭੱਟੀ ਨੂੰ, ਇਹ ਇੱਕ ਲਾਈਕ ਦੇ ਦੇਣਾ ਔਰ ਫੀਡਬੈਕ ਵੀ ਦੇ ਦੇਣਾ ਵੀ ਕਿਹੜੀਆਂ ਕਮੀਆਂ ਰਹਿ ਗਈਆਂ ਸੀ ਤਾਂ ਕਿ ਆਉਣ ਵਾਲੀ ਵੀਡੀਓ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਪੂਰੀਆਂ ਕਰ ਸਕੀਏ। ਥੈਂਕ ਯੂ ਸੋ ਮਚ।
Right, Ji? Thank you.